Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Moses and Plato. Last train to Clawville. I'm actually just going to turn this music down a wee bit. Last episodes, it's not too loud, but just on the verge of too loud, I think. But let's... Yeah, it looks a bit crossed, doesn't he? We'll chat with Pierre. So in terms of our clock, we've got 3 time actions to the next event. I wonder if we'll be able to sort of do this whole cabin as one time action. Maybe. But anyway, we've got this new character now. Was his name Marco? I've kind of forgotten already because I took a break between episodes. Cunha's new life. Real Cunha. Doesn't like animals. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Codex. Probably the Sky Pirates, right? The Great Massacre. It is well known that during this Devonian occupation of Torogo, hundreds of soldiers and at least as many civilians were brutally executed in an event known as the Great Massacre. The infantry divisions of the Torogo Defense Forces were confronted by tanks and machine gun troops who were mercilessly massacred, and then the same was done to the civilian population. This is interesting because I was actually wondering, I hadn't mentioned it on stream, but I was kind of wondering that there weren't any sort of simian animals around, like sort of ape-like animals. That picture just suggests that they do exist in this universe. Okay, well, let's see. Can I talk to Pierre without spending time?
What do you think, Pierre?
Me? Well, whatever this man says, he sounds like a pirate to me.
We feel the same.
But since he's here, I might as well open one of the empty compartments for him.
You want to accommodate him?
That's totally reasonable, my dear Plato. We can't let him just walk around on the train.
So, we're essentially sentencing him to confinement?
Something like that. And we'll keep an eye on him. Pierre, would you help us with that?
Of course I will. I will keep all 8 eyes on his compartment all day if you want.
It'll do until we get to the next station. Which is when?
Less than an hour.
Perfect.
Okay, so I think we're done with Pierre. We should talk... Let's see, Farney. We can talk to Farney without spending time.
No, thanks to you.
We were just doing our job.
Which sometimes involves throwing cakes.
Rarely, but it wasn't the first time.
Who is this strange Marco character?
It is Marco.
I can't say I like him.
You're not alone there, lady. We're keeping an eye on him.
Exactly. Best if you go back to your compartment until we get to Averia.
Wonderful idea. Please do take care of yourselves, detectives.
Especially Moses. Am I right?
His face.
It's not... if you... maybe,
Excuse me? Are you suggesting something?
No, nothing, no.
Alright, so then with Marco, we can chat for now.
So, you can start with how you got on board.
See, that's a funny story. I was about to hijack one of the pirate planes when...
You were gonna steal one of their planes? You really are a magpie.
Stealing from a pirate is not a crime. And... Crow.
It doesn't quite work like that.
So I got caught. That's my luck. But instead of leaving me tied up, they brought me along for the ride. And do you know what's even stranger?
I can't wait to hear.
I was on my way here myself. I was gonna steal one of those planes so I could get a free ticket on the Clawville Express.
Oh, for all the wild ones, I don't buy a single word.
Well, I'm no ordinary bird. You know, weird things happen to me all the time.
I wonder why.
If you don't mind, we'd like to dig a little deeper.
Sure, ask away. Now that I'm on the train, I've got plenty of time.
Hey, we can still proceed. Go on, do your job, cops. And so we shall, let's see. Right.
So, let me get this straight. Are you a pirate or not?
My name is Marco Windrider. Pilot, fortune hunter, playboy, at your service.
You said that already. What the hell, are you rehearsing this?
Well, you know, it's kind of a catchphrase.
Harry heavens. Stop monkeying around and speak plainly.
Hey, okay. Who's the furry little poison sack?
Plato Palladius, like I told you already.
See? That's what I'm talking about.
Please, can you tell me what you have to do with the Sky Pirates?
Okay, I'll tell you the truth. So, I was a pirate.
Ha! I knew it!
In the past, many, many years ago. So, I know quite a bit about the Sky Pirate families around Averia. Like when I can steal a plane from them if I need one.
So, you're not a pirate, but you used to be. I see. And the people you tried to steal from this time, they're your former family?
I'm sorry, what? No. The Blood Claw family is a joke. That's why I was trying to rip them off.
Blood Claw family?
How theatrical, right? They're just a small pirate crew, one of several, trying to scrape a living around Averia. Although the pirate business is getting harder these days.
Oh, pity them.
But, like I said, that's the past. I'm freelance now. I mean, free flyer.
I see. Can you tell us who you are and where you come from?
My name is Marco Windrider. Pilot, fortune hunter, playboy.
We've heard that before, thank you. A little more detail, perhaps.
Sure. Well, I really am a fortune hunter. A mighty treasure hunter. Sometimes I work for myself. Other times, I work for hire. It depends.
And this profession, what exactly does it entail?
Well, you see, the land of Averia is peppered with hidden treasures and magical old ruins, ancient relics, antiquities, many shiny things worth a fortune, all for the taking, and
And you can give them to the museums, am I right?
of course, that too. Or other clients?
So, you're a magpie who loves shiny things. How original.
Hey, don't be a birdist. I'm a crow.
So you're into all sorts of rare and valuable objects and sell them on the black market?
Ha! You're quite a fox, aren't you? You sniff everything out, huh? Not many secrets can stay hidden from you.
Hey, don't try to flatter yourself out of this, okay?
All right, easy. So, yeah, I've been fascinated by treasures and ruins since I was a little chick. So, it became my calling. And yes, I am very good at it.
May I assume you're on this train for a treasure?
For a treasure, this train is a treasure.
Please don't try and mislead us.
All right, you got me. Boom. Yes, I was sure that on a train with a baron, 2 ambassadors, and an antique dealer on board, I'd have a chance of getting something of value. For the right price, of course.
Of course.
You're quite knowledgeable about the passengers on this train.
Though I confess I knew nothing of you two, I thought the ambassador would have a more famous escort, like the chicken police.
We're a lot more famous than the damn chicken police.
Hey, easy, furry fella. Don't get your tail in a twist.
Seems like we're done with him for now. Why don't let's have a quick look at our new stuff. So, facts and clues. Pirate or not? Fortune hunter, shiny things. Okay. Codex. pirate families. Did we get the idea of that right? The Chicken Police, they were in the previous game. Well, I don't know. They've had 2 games. I played the first one on the channel. I didn't play the second. Although I like the first one. Let's see. So yeah, so we got Marco Windrider. Pause. Let's have a look at connections. We'll add Marco to the old suspect wheel here. It's a bit wonky as a wheel, isn't it? I mean, that's kind of the core wheel, and we've got a couple of sort of subsidiaries coming off it. That might be all the characters now. And bearing in mind, he literally had to crash into the train to board it. That does suggest that probably is it for characters. Okay. So I still have 3 time units. That's good. I can't look at the map right now, which is interesting. Fani again. Oh yeah, let's do senses.
Well, well.
Whatever he says, he still looks like a sky pirate.
Well, well.
Indeed.
Smell of kerosene, engine oil, leather, wet feathers, and a good dose of adrenaline. I'll do a quick scroll around. It's the bar area. Nothing really here right now, is there? Alright. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Escape. Chat to Pierre again, I guess? Please watch Mr. Windrider closely. If that is his real name, let me know if anything strange happens, even if someone wants to visit on your arrival. Do you think that would happen? We don't know, but I have a feeling this fella might be working with somebody on the train. I'll keep all my eyes on him. All 6? 8, not counting my glasses. That's a good one. Alright, so... Is there more? There's probably not more. What's going on? Can I not leave? Glad that nothing happened to you. I feel the same way, Detective. You don't even try to hide it anymore.
Okay, the train is ours, but we don't have much time before we reach the next station in Averia. So, who should we talk to until then?
Is there anybody we think might have had something to do with this little pirate detour?
Or even know anything useful about pirates?
Basil. Okay, well, we haven't actually looked round our cabin yet, have we? So I suppose we could do that. Plato's bed. Nice shoes, neat bed, and well-combed fur. These things define a true gentleman. Unfortunately, poor Plato falls short in all of these.
Indeed.
Tiny, hard, and infinitely uncomfortable, just like home.
Let's see.
Plato's medicine. I'm pretty sure it's some kind of glass-shattering, strong alcoholic distillate. He denies it, of course, but after all these years, I can see right through him.
Let's see.
Map of the wilderness. We may need it later. Can I do senses here?
Well, well.
The endless, melodically numbing rumble of the train. Nothing else worth mentioning. That was that sight, or?
Let's see.
This is without a doubt the cheapest and worst conditioned cabin of all. It is an honor. Oh, we got trains.
Listen.
Now. Old leather and textile tapestries, with the smell of tobacco and coffee deeply and unmistakably embedded over the years. Alright, let's have a little look-see at the map then, shall we? So we can't get in the caboose still, that's still locked. We got Basil here, who we didn't interview yet post-murder, so we probably should do that. That's one. I'd like to talk to Hong Kong again. I suspect he's a bit suspicious. I thought this was going to be Marco's room. It's not set up yet. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, she's on her own. So where is... Oh, what's his face? So if we do Basil, Hong Kong again. It's possible that we won't spend any time on Hong Kong, but then we'll try and see Cassandra on her own. That could work, right? Alright, let's start with Basil then.
Interesting.
Although this guy always seems nervous, his heartbeat is quite steady and slow.
Let's see.
An old miner's lamp. It looks quite out of place in this environment.
Let's see.
There is a melancholic, mystical calm that pervades the landscape. I did all this already, but we'll look at Basil again. Strangely, despite its dirty and untidy appearance, it has a fairly neutral smell. In fact, I'd say it's almost pleasant. It's lavender, maybe a little orange, leather bag, and a whiff of an old book mixed in, and a little barely perceptible musk. We've already sniffed Basil, I think, haven't we? We can have a chat with him though. All right, let's expend time.
Hey, Basil, you're some kind of worldly wombat, am I right?
Well, I'm a guidebook writer, aren't I?
What can you tell us about the Sky Pirates?
The ones that just attacked us, or in general?
We'd like to hear both.
All right. Sky pirates have been terrorizing airships and ships around Averia since flight was invented.
So not that long.
It's all a matter of perspective, my furry friends. A couple of generations of it, and now there are several clans fighting for dominance of the air.
Such as?
His little face.
The Bloodclaw clan that just attacked us. It's largely made up of weasels.
Why weasels?
They were founded by a weasel, a woman known as the Flying Hag. She had 12 children, 12 sons, all weasels. They were the first clan to start raiding the area, but more followed.
So we've stumbled upon the oldest pirate clan.
Don't get your knickers in a twist. The legendary Bloodclaw's a shadow of its former glorious self. They're not very menacing nowadays.
But they shot at us and almost took the train.
Oh, really? You think you can stop a real pirate clan with some fresh ham and biscuits?
Well, I don't know.
Well, there you go. You're lucky we didn't run into the Muddy Boots or the Scarlet Shirts.
You're making those names up, right?
No! It's all in the guidebook I wrote about Averia. I don't have it with me, but I do have one about Nautica.
I see. Thank you, Basil.
You're welcome, gentlemen. And how's the investigation going? Are you still the prime suspect?
I'm afraid so.
Well, cheer up, foxy fella. You still got a few days left.
Thank you. That's encouraging.
You're welcome.
Anything else, my dear coppers? Let's see. We got anything else to kind of grill him about? No. Okay, so we used up a time slot. It was... I don't know how useful it was. Tell me, Mr. Pesca, what's in this chest? Oh, come on, it's nothing. It's just some, little things. It was really just nothing. Can we take a look? No, there's no need. Nothing really important in there, believe me. It's just personal stuff.
Why are you so against showing it to us?
Why, you so keen to say it? See, everything's a matter of perspective.
You want to hinder our investigation, Pesker?
Investigation? Why? Glue legend in my little chest. Has the cat got your tongue? Okay, he's right. No reason to go through his personal belongings for now.
But...
You see, Mr. Wallflower knows the big book by heart. Listen to him.
Do you think this is highly suspicious?
Yes, that's exactly how I feel, Plato, but there's no reason to make him open that chest if he doesn't want to. At least for now. But we can still note it as an important question. Is that enough for you?
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, I have to come back. Alright, well I guess we're done with Basil, so let's go... I want to talk to Cassandra next, I think. She's currently on her own. Let's just check. She's alive. That is good. Why don't we...
Well, well.
Yeah, we've done that before.
Averia. Finally, I can see it. If only half the wonders they say about the place are true.
Oop.
Madam, how come you're alone, if I may ask?
You know my dear Casti has been very upset by this attack. I think he's gone somewhere to clear his head.
He's been doing a lot of head clearing lately, don't you think?
What do you mean?
You know, he went out to clear his head last night, too.
What my partner means is that your husband-to-be is perhaps more rowdy than usual these days.
Well, yes. You know, hectic filming, traveling all the time, and now this murder, and then the assault on the train.
Not exactly what we meant.
Well, then say what you mean, Detective. I'm not a mind reader.
You're absolutely right, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so we can ask about Lupus and cats without passing time.
You hinted that Mr. Lupus has been distracted by something else lately.
I know you've noticed it. Actually, even a blind man can see it. And it's so... humiliating.
You're thinking of the cat obsession, aren't you?
Please don't call it that. But... yes. I mean... I'm sure Casti is after that pretentious Cunha right now as we speak.
Haven't heard it called that.
I hate and pity him for it at the same time.
Can you elaborate on that?
I know he can't help it. It's just raw, animalistic affection. There's no real emotion behind it. It's a genetic thing, I guess. But still, why can't he control himself?
And do you think Cunha returns Mr. Lupus's adoration?
I'm sure there's something between them. If nothing else, she's playing cat and mouse, rather, wolf with him.
I see. Well, life is hard sometimes.
What Moses is trying to say is, we're sorry, ma'am.
Thank you, detectives. But don't worry about me. I can handle it. I'm not that fragile.
I'm not going to ask that yet. Let's, So I've got, you know, few time units available. What was that? We could try the ambassador alone.
Dear Ambassador, may I ask if everything is all right with you?
What is that supposed to mean, detective?
The events of last night and now this attack?
Indeed. I don't think it's a coincidence. Someone is trying to make sure this peace effort goes down in flames.
Wouldn't the death of Ambassador Ignat been enough for that?
It is likely that they want to kill another ambassador. Namely, me.
We will not allow that, sir.
And how will you stop it? Like the last one? Come, please. Don't make me snort.
That's... yes, that's perfectly justified. Thank you for your honesty.
But I don't mind if you try. So keep your eyes open. I think the wisest choice would be for everyone to lock themselves in their compartments until this hellish journey is over.
You mean you don't want to take a breath of fresh air when we reach Averia?
Not likely. I'm not suicidal, and I don't like that filthy place.
Oh, really? I see.
Okay, this is another time thing. I'm going to back out of this one again before we commit to... I've got 2 left. I want to maybe just touch in on Honk Honk. see what he's got.
Hunk, thank the great wild ones that you're here.
Excuse me? Now that's what I call a turnaround.
The pirates, have they left?
Well, that's a matter of perspective.
What? Hunk, what do you mean?
The attacking pirates were repelled, yes, thanks to my partner and myself. But there's a pirate, or rather an ex-pirate, still on board.
Have you gone honk mad? Why did you let him on board?
Well, let's just say he invited himself, but don't worry, he seems quite harmless.
They've come for my treasure. I'm telling you, they found out about the treasure I've brought with me, and of course the treasure I'm looking for.
Excuse me?
Hunk, it just slipped out.
Are you talking about the same thing you were discussing with Ignat?
What? No. Stop hallucinating things.
Don't play with us, Nils. Someone's been killed already, and the train was almost hijacked this morning.
Plato's right. It's not a good idea to keep secrets now. Not even for you.
Okay. That thing is really valuable, Hunk, but I don't know exactly what it is.
He's trying to fool us, Moses.
We'll find out. Let's see.
So we've got a proper... not an interrogation yet, but we are going to go in on this. I want to know more about this.
So, what is this precious thing that Ambassador Ignat was looking for?
I really don't know, believe it or not, Hunk. The old Sabretooth knew very well that I have an extraordinary eye for valuable objects, and I'm well connected. That's why he asked me to look for that thing.
But what kind of thing? He must have said something about it.
Yeah, well, now that the big cat's paws are in the air, there's no point denying it, right, Hunk?
You're right. So,
all I know is that the old carnivore got a tip from Stavonian intelligence that there was going to be some agent on the train carrying an extremely valuable item. The intercepted message did not specify the nature of the item, only that it was important, valuable, and old, and that it contained a secret that could block peace negotiations and could cost the ambassador his life.
well, the last part has already happened. But there's still no trace of this mysterious object.
Hank, yeah. But there are some suspicious characters and circumstances. For instance, there is you. If you were the killer, would that make you the secret agent too? And then you've got this object. And if not, who could it be? And who's hiding this mystery thing? And then there are the pirates.
What about them?
Do you think it a coincidence that this is the very train they were trying to rob?
It's a famous luxury train, a rather obvious target.
Would be, Hank, but this trip was classified. Only a few of us knew about it. Somehow, Hank, exactly when and where we'd be this morning was leaked.
Thank you. That was surprisingly helpful.
It was? Good for you, Moses. I feel like I know less and less.
Every puzzle has a solution, my dear friend, and we will find it.
If you say so.
Okay, well, I guess we're done here. Should we try and get in his chest again?
Well, well. What's in this one?
A family heirloom.
Is that contra...
You got a permit to take... Then pause up.
Okay, I guess not. We've already done the sense of smell thing here. Okay, well that was useful details. That was useful details. Now, we've got a choice of a one-time unit to spend on essentially 2 interviews. We could talk to the ambassador or Cassandra. Talk to Cassandra.
You spoke of Averia with such sincere admiration. How does it feel to see it soon?
You can't believe how happy I am. I've been waiting to visit since I was a little bunny. The romantic stories about Averia have always been my favorites. You know, towers rising above the clouds, temples built on cliffs, gracious airships flying in the air.
And sky pirates?
Yes, well, that too. But I'm more attracted to the cultural heritage of the place rather than the wild adventures.
I can understand that. Well, we'll reach the station soon.
Do you think we could go out and have a look around? After last night's events.
I don't think we have the right to keep anyone locked up, ma'am.
Especially after that majestic speech you just made.
You have hearts of gold, detectives.
Yeah, mine is. But Moses has one made of the hardest granite in the world.
I'm sure somebody will be able to soften it up one day.
He may have already met that someone.
Oh, yes. That is ever so possible on a romantic journey like this.
I'm sure it's happened.
Please don't talk about me as if I'm not here.
Alright, well, I guess we're done. But if we back out, it's going to advance times. Key event.
I think
Arriving
it's
at the
time.
station.
We've arrived in Averia.
Aren't you excited, Moses?
Clearly not as much as you are. The train crossed a long bridge and survived a pirate attack, finally reaching the magnificent Averia. It promised to be an extraordinary place, a city built on 1,000 sharp mountain peaks and rocky cliffs, with branches extending even into the very heart of the mountain. This is the land of airships, and also the land of freedom, at least according to the rumors. Let's see how much of what we've heard about this ethereal place is true, and how much is just a fairy tale.
So here we are.
What do you think, Pierre? Can we let the passengers out to the wild?
I don't think we can do anything else, Monsieur Moses. The passengers are tired, scared, and angry. Locking them up would only add fuel to the fire.
But what if the murderer escapes? Or say gets rid of vital evidence?
That's what I'm afraid of, my dear fellow. But I think Pierre is right. We can't lock everyone in their rooms, especially since, unfortunately, I'm still the prime suspect.
So what do we do?
We simply try to keep an eye on everyone. Pierre, can we count on your help?
Naturellement, detectives. I'll keep all my eyes open.
Thank you, Pierre. Without you, we'd be blind and deaf.
Please don't say that, but thank you, nonetheless.
Finally, fresh air and freedom.
Hey, Hunk. No one should be so free that they end up bunny hopping away, if you catch my drift, miss.
I would have no reason to, but you might, sir.
Mesdames et messieurs, if you please, enjoy your visit to the lovely Averia. But the detectives and I would like to make a request.
You mean suspects number 1 and you, right?
Shut up. I want to hear what he has to say.
Hunk, yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Please, under no circumstances, speak of this case to anyone or venture too far. We have to get to the bottom of this matter, but we thought we cannot lock you on the train.
That is a wise decision. We still have rights.
We all agree on that. So, Can we go now?
Yes, of course. Mesdames et messieurs, please enjoy the land of clouds. The Clawville Express welcomes you to the magnificent Averia.
Ready to start the sightseeing tour?
We need to keep an eye on the passengers, and if possible, get more information from them.
Do you think the new location and atmosphere will do the trick?
A new environment can make them more relaxed and easygoing? Exactly. It's pure psychology.
Just as you say, my sly friend. That's exactly what I think myself.
Where the fluffy hell did you come from?
From the train. What kind of silly question is that?
Were you snooping on us, Pesker?
Oh, come now, no. Haven't you heard that wombats have extremely sharp hearing?
No, and I don't believe it's true.
Well, everything's a matter of viewpoint, isn't it? Just keep all your senses open, gentlemen. Avera's beauty might dull them.
Thanks for the tip, Mr. Pesker.
Call me Basil. Formality makes me itchy.
Alright, we have one time here. Interesting. Let's go around with our senses first. We've got sense of smell. Looks like the only one is smells of the city.
Interesting.
There are some very interesting smells and aromas here. Scent of the ocean, helium and ozone, from the airships, and steam. And on top of all that, the distant aroma of tantalizing exotic foods. Oh. Damn. Okay, I kind of want to go back to where I just was. I wasn't done.
Well, well.
These dimensions are amazing, I must admit, and it makes me feel tiny and insignificant. How do I go back to where I just was? Station inside, yeah. Okay. Balloon.
Everything all right, my dear friend? Plato.
Yeah, oh, God. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm here.
Glad to hear that.
So he likes balloons, huh? Alright, we got Hong Kong.
Please don't wander too far, Mr. Hong Kong.
I could say the same to you, Mr. Murder Suspect.
We all look out for each other. We are watching you, and you can do the same with us.
And I will, Hank. Anyway, can I look around a bit? This city is famous for its magnificent markets and its antique treasures.
Don't wander too far, please. We don't want to lose track of you.
Or lose some valuable treasure, for that matter.
Hey, Hunk, the very suggestion is offensive and flattering a little, but still insulting.
You ever been to Averia? Oh, let's just go through this. Nothing really that important. Artemis and Marco are intelligence.
How are you feeling, dear Baron?
Well, now that we're finally out in the open and on solid ground, I must admit, much better. Though skipping breakfast has left a deep mark on me.
You mean the pirate attack, don't you?
Oh, yes, that too.
Please enjoy your stay in Averia.
I'll try. A little too many birds here.
Well, this is the land of birds, right?
Yes. Unfortunately.
It always seems to highlight this, even though they don't really say anything too useful. But I kind of want to get rid of the notification.
Huh, our little ex-pirate.
Hello, fellas. How's it going?
Have you settled in on the train yet?
What a great question from a great chap. Yes, thank you. I'm quite comfortable.
So you'll be traveling with us all the way to Clawville?
Unless I get murdered before. Oh, Right, it's too soon to joke about this?
I don't think it'll ever be appropriate.
Well, that's definitely true. But let's change the subject. Enjoy the breathtaking beauty of Averia, gentlemen.
Thank you. We'll try. You're from here, aren't you?
That's right, my friend. I'm a real Averian native. But, well, I grew up in the, inner city.
Inner city? What do you mean?
You know, all of Averia is built on rocks, and built in rocks too. The city you see here is just the surface. Most of Averia is actually underground, in the belly of the mountain, so to speak.
I see. And that's where you're from?
Yeah, it's funny. I was a teenager when I came to the surface. You know, there's wealth and luxury here. All the posh broads, fancy shops, swanky airship docks and all, but in the belly, well, that's a different story.
Really? Interesting. I never knew.
It's not in the brochures, pal. Up here, all the glitter. Down there, all is bitter. But somehow we survive.
Is that why you became an adventurer? To escape from that?
Something like. When I first tasted freedom, I couldn't resist it, you know? I'm a bird. I was born to fly.
Thank you for being so frank with us.
Come on. How could I be anything else?
You started by lying to us about being a pirate.
Hey, little furry fella. Lying and keeping quiet about something are two different things.
Load of nonsense.
Alright, well, let's head out into the City of Clouds then. So, let's do senses. I can do hearing, see if we can hear anything.
Listen.
I can hear the excited buzz that comes with lively, vibrant cities and rich, colourful markets.
Well, well.
Around here, there is a kind of electrical buzz and the ever-rattling of steam engines and gears. It's like a symphony of modern technology. Let's go back round with sense of smell.
Ugh.
What is it?
Did you really just sniff the lady?
Well, how shall I say?
Ugh, you know what? Never mind. It's your business.
No, I'm just doing my job, Plato. I'm collecting clues.
Clues, of course. Yeah, suit yourself.
But...
Busted! Okay, let's go around this way. Did I do smells in the city already? Oh. I think I did. That's it for senses. We'll start here. Cassandra.
Isn't it wonderful? I'm just so sorry that this terrible murder overshadows this moment.
Well, yes. I can understand why you say that.
Do you see how beautiful the sky is around here? The sparkling, shimmering lights, the vibrant colors.
I doubt Moses would notice such things.
Why do you say that? I can appreciate the artistic beauty of a place. At least I try to.
You live for your work, my dear detective. But sometimes you have to stop for a moment and enjoy nothing. Then you'll realize that sometimes nothing means everything.
Come again?
My dear lady, congratulations. You have made this ice-cold rock think.
I'm sure he's not as cold as he makes himself out to be.
Thank you, milady.
Okey-dokey. I'm not going to click on the city in case that takes us to another screen, but we might have to.
Indeed.
The airships are symbols of Averia, and also of the modern and developing world. Why do I have a feeling that these magnificent giants are doomed to extinction?
Well, well.
City in the clouds, and I don't deny that it lifts even my unsentimental soul. Look, they're already. Got Cunha, Fani, machinery. But we don't look at that. Funny.
I wish to fly someday.
What's that, my dear?
Oh, I was just daydreaming. I've always been fascinated by flying. Aeroplanes, hydroplanes, zeppelins and balloons. Ever since I was a little girl, I've dreamed of soaring above the clouds.
When this trip is over and we're all out of here with our fur intact, I'd love to take you on a balloon ride.
Oh, really? You're just teasing.
No, I'm dead serious.
Ah, we have to get out of prison first and escape the war, of course.
Well, yes, that's true. Thanks for bringing me back down to earth, my dear fellow.
My pleasure. Anytime.
It's probably just going to be ... isn't it? What about Kunia?
Do you believe in an afterlife?
Come again?
Whoa! Didn't see that question coming.
Don't get me wrong. I was raised an atheist. My father only believed in power. He was terribly religious about that, but still... Now that I'm standing here...
Look, miss, I've also lost people very close to me. Family members, dear friends. I know what it's like when everything you believed in seems to falter in an instant.
Now that I'm standing here in this unreal place, I don't know what to think.
The loss of your father affected you more than you ever thought.
Well, to think that only yesterday I said I'd like to kill him myself. Yes, it affected me more than I thought.
So tell me, what are you gonna do? You can do what you want from now on, can't you?
Strange. I've wanted this all my life. And now that I have it in my hands, I don't know what to do with it.
The chains of freedom, huh?
You're a lot smarter than you first appear, Mr. Palladius.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
Why not both?
Sorry for that. I can't undress who I am.
Never be sorry for being yourself, ma'am.
You never told me how you felt. About all the loss you've suffered.
Ah, come on. I've been through 2 wars. I come from a miserable place where death was a close relative. I've learned how to deal with that kind of stuff.
You know, I envy and pity you at the same time, my dear friend.
Then we're even on that.
Anyway, don't be afraid to tell me if something's bothering you. I'm here for you. What is it? Did I say something wrong?
No, Moses. On the contrary.
Alright, okay, so... Shall I do the city?
Interesting.
This road leads to the heart of the city, or at least the heart of what the city wants the outside world to see. Okay, so maybe I can't go in there, but there was the train inside as well. Maybe I can go back inside the train. There's obviously people we've not spoken to out here.
Well, well.
Who would have thought that we would experience so much atrocity by the second day of this journey?
Indeed.
It's too early to get back in. I think I've pretty much clicked on it. No? Unless... what's this? Oh.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, well.
They both still have that, but I think if I do this, it's just going to be like a... not very interesting, unvoiced thing.
It is dizzying to think what huge machines run everything here. I wonder, is it wise to base everything so much on technology?
You haven't started following some weird cult, have you, Moses?
What are you talking about, my friend?
You know, there's this religious group in Clawville. The New Unity Church, or whatever they call themselves. They preach about such things, like returning to old principles, back to the nature, blah, blah, blah.
No, nothing like that. I just think that technological explosions like the one taking root in Averia often bring about social changes that civilization simply can't keep up with. At least not with its sanity intact.
So we're hurtling towards total madness, huh?
Well, you could put it that way.
For now, let's just worry about tomorrow, huh? Like how to clear our tarnished name.
My name. They only suspect me.
Wherever you go, I'll go with you.
Even to prison?
If I have to.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that's me. A little kitty with a big heart.
Okay, let's not exaggerate.
Well, yeah, airships are great, birds are cute, but are we done here?
Unless something truly unexpected and surprising happens, then yes.
Wow, I think you just hit the nail on the head. Look over there.
Honk. He's gonna die then.
So, what have we here?
Hunk, it's nothing. Please, can I have it back?
Absolutely not. Is that stolen property? What were you gonna do with it?
Stolen? No, the deal was prearranged.
Deal? What deal? You were going to sell this to someone?
If I may,
And what do you want, Mr. Wind Rider?
I know what it is. That is a Tarogian secret box.
Hunk, will you shut your beak?
What's a secret box for?
Ugh, what do you think, genius?
To keep secrets in them. Usually rather delicate secrets. But the boxes themselves are extremely rare and valuable. I mean, so I've heard.
Wait a minute. Moses, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Honk honk. This was the item Ambassador Ignat was looking for, was it not?
And you wanted to get rid of it. But why?
Where are you getting all that? Hunk, this was simply a prearranged deal, and they're waiting for me at the market. Please, may I go, Hunk? Can I have it back?
I'm sorry, but in light of last night's murder, and because we know you were involved in some kind of deal with the Ambassador, I'm afraid we're going to have to seize this item as evidence.
Hunk, you can't do this.
Unfortunately, we can. Or would you like to visit the Averia police station with us?
Hunk.
I suspect that the reputation of the Black Goose has reached this far.
And you? Why are you here?
I was just doing my civic duty. I saw this crook trying to get rid of a strange, suspicious object. You know, I have an eye for these sorts of things.
Who are you calling a crook? You crook?
Thank you for your help, Mr. Windrider.
You're welcome. And if I may offer a tip, if you want to know more about the Tarogian secret box, perhaps you should ask your Tarogian friends about it.
We will. Thank you.
And you, honk, get out of here. Or we'll lock you in one of the cabins and won't let you out until we reach Clawville.
Hunk, you can't prove anything against me.
Not yet, honk. Not yet.
Pierre?
Yes, Monsieur Detective?
Would you mind keeping an eye on Mr. Honk Honk? Please don't let him out of your sight. I have a feeling we'll need to question him thoroughly soon.
As you wish, Mr. Wildflower.
Thank you, Pierre.
Wow, there we go. I think we'll leave it there for now, but we've got the secret box now I want to examine. We'll probably try and speak to Varney if she's still around. She is. But we'll come back and do that next time. So I'll just say thanks very much for watching this episode of Last Train to Clawville. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that'd be amazing. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know your thoughts on all the events thus far. Any theories on why the murder took place, who may have committed it. Anything like that would be good. As I said, I've got a pretty much open mind at the moment, so not leaping to any conclusions. Although Hong Kong is a deeply suspicious. I don't think he's the murderer, but I think this item that he's been smuggling is perhaps involved somehow. Not sure how yet, but we'll see. But yeah, like I said, leave me a comment, that'd be great. And a big thank you as always to our channel members as well for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. It continues to be hugely appreciated. And if anyone else is interested in checking out memberships and gaining earlier access to my videos, that would be brilliant. But for the meantime, thanks very much once again, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.